George has got the lead up to 13 now for Los Angeles. And Benyama up top. And Klingon has it in the corner. Poked loose. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Duncan. And a deep three from Irving.
And that's a great job by Giannis of altering the shot.
Irving can't get it to go. Paul with a wide open look. No good from outside.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Here's Giddey. The kick out to Irving. Clock at 6. The 3. And the rejection by Giannis. And stolen by Irving. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
A great athlete and an even better human being. It's easy to love Julius Irving. What he brings to this team and also what he brings to the community.
2 minutes remaining.
Pass to Klingon.
2 minutes.
The tray. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
That's his first personal foul.
That one, I'm George.
Second team.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
At the
That
line
one is no good.
Team Julius Irving. Taking.
And he nails the third. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. In the corner, George with it. Outside, Antetokounmpo. The shot's good on the assist by George. Giannis has got 6 points.
And when Giannis is sinking that shot, he is impossible to guard.
Here's Giddey. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Ball from long range. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Zero hesitation at the arc. Ball truly believes in his ability to shoot the three.
Back to Giddey. Goes up from the top of the key. Jump shot is good. He's got 7. Los Angeles leading by 14. Pass to Edey. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on Donovan Klingon. For Los Angeles, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. He hits both from the stripe.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
Johnson down low. 8 points for him. There's 39 seconds left in the third. Then Gasol with the dunk.
Yeah, and it doesn't take much elevation for Gasol to throw one down, of course, unless somebody's standing right in his way. That dunk is going to be easy money for him. Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, G.A. He really does put
Magic
pressure
is
on.
trash.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a
Magic
play
is
like
trash,
this right
bro.
in your face.
Look at that trash Magic, bro.
.24 seconds left to play in the third. Pass to Edey.
Yeah, it should be, but the algo is trying to help you, giving you 3-point
11 seconds left in the third quarter.
Of course I should be.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
You got Magic and you can't even use it. You're not using rhythm shooting, bro. Why don't you rhythm shoot?
Just 4 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. That shot is off.
That's not a rhythm shot.
And so it's Los Angeles with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. What a night they've had. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And here is Johnson. Pass to Stojakovic. And it's Dang in the corner. From deep. And it's Durant with the rebound. Los Angeles leading by 16. Drives to the hoop. And then Durant with the dunk.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent.
Your dance team.
Knocks it loose. Reed with the steal. Here's McGrady. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Dang for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Here's Gobert. It's stolen by Dang. Pass break. Here we go. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
The shot by Robertson, no good.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Gasol a screen. Dang for 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Outside for Gasol. Pass to Stojakovic. Rebounded by Tracy McGrady. Los Angeles leading by 19 points. From deep, Robertson. That's good. Great play set up by T-Mac, Tracy McGrady.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Shoots the 3. Tim Duncan with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Fires for 3. And Luol Deng for 3. Deng's got his first 3 points of the game.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
They get it back. Kicks it out to Robertson. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Just to balance
Robertson's
my
got a
defense. Just my strategy to balance. I'm just
The
balancing.
threes here in the fourth
my
quarter
defense.
for Los Angeles.
And generally, Robertson's a guy that likes to play free throw line
Because
and
I'm playing
below,
Giannis
but here's a
at the
time where he
three, so
steps out and launches from beyond.
If I don't do that, then I would play ABM, but I got too many
106
guards
left in the
too.
fourth quarter. Outside, KD. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Yeah, we need some big.
On the wing, Dang. Back to Johnson. Fires the 3.
I'm saving up for
The kick out to Dang. For 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Another missed 3, and he seems determined to shoot his way out.
I'm not spending it.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for your home
It's
team.
my first game on it.
The free throw drops for Duncan.
Yeah, the quiet intensity
It is tough.
that
It's
Duncan
not
brings, just incredible. He's a consistent force whose teammates really
I'm just
look
playing
up
3
to.
games and hopping off. I don't even care.
And he makes both free throws. We've got 33 seconds left in the game. Durant for three. A three-pointer is right on target.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
I think when you've got it going from three-point range, you got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
Now Dang launches a three. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Lets it go from deep. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
So it's lost. Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Greg Anthony and Brett Barry. And from the sideline, David Aldridge.
Go.
And it's going to be Los Angeles off the tip. Here's Duncan. And the dunk by Duncan.
And that's a slam dunk from the big fundamental. You don't want to get in the way when he's throwing it down.
And here's Doncic from the arc. It's hauled in by George.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Back to Ball. 6 to shoot. Puts up a three. And Paul George, good for the three.
With his feet set, you expect Paul George to knock that down.
And here's Doncic from the arc. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Man, you get so caught up in the bravado of someone scoring on you and you wanting to even the score. Unfortunately, he couldn't answer back.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
And here's Los Angeles. You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. Now, here's Ball. Back to George. Rebounded by Abdul-Jabbar.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Stunning the crowd and the defense with that one. What a show from Doncic.
And here is Los Angeles now. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. George, no good.
As a big, once you get positioned inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
Pass to Edey. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's his first trip to the line. No good on the free throw. He hits the second from the line. Now, here's Doncic. From deep three-point land, Edey with the rebound.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Well, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
And here is Los Angeles now, following the miss by Michael Jordan. Shot clock at 6. A shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around, and he can't extend the lead to double digits. Jordan outside. Pass to Wembanyama. Jordan down. What a jam!
Fans loving that right there.
What a jam!
Oh, my goodness. The creativity, the athleticism of Michael Jordan.
Outside for George. A three-pointer, no good. Philadelphia trails by 6. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
The feel LeBron has for the game, unreal. Whatever situation he finds himself in, he always seems to have an answer.
No good on that one. And Los Angeles with some changes. And he's good on the second. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Robertson outside. Fires for 3. Offensive rebound. Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And good luck keeping Gobert off the boards. He has a tremendous nose for the ball.
And Doncic, here we go. The shot, no good. McGrady, right side. Good defense by Abdul-Jabbar. And so it's Los Angeles heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
You don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game.
Oh!
Yes, sir. And using all of his 7'5" wingspan, Durant turns backwards.
Pass to McGrady. The shot, and he hits the jump shot.
I just don't think they want him taking that kind of shot. Again, his teammates are just laughing, shaking their heads there on the bench.
Outside Durant. And he slams it down right on top of. Kevin Durant.
Yeah, not going to get over on KD here. If you give him a chance to attack the basket, he'll be at the rim.
Robertson outside. Pass to McGrady. From deep. That's in, coming off the assist from Robertson. McGrady's got the lead up to 8 now for Los Angeles. And here is KD. Guarded by KD for the finish. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Malone with him. Now defended by Gobert. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming out.
Yeah, and Malone excels at putting himself in a great position, really, on both ends. Just a dynamite rebounder and interior scorer.
And the second free throw, good. Second quarter, we're a little over 1.5 minutes in. Pass to Durant. Kicks it out to Robertson. Gobert with it. Now Reed. Shot clock at 5. Outside, KD. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. KD's got his first basket.
Well, with the skill and size to score from anywhere on the court, Durant produces huge numbers pretty much on a nightly basis.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
Levine can't hit. It's Gobert with the ball for Los Angeles. Out to the right wing. And it's Malone with the rebound. Philadelphia trails by 11. And it's blocked. KD looking around to the left side wing. Gobert down low. Misses the layup. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Back to Levine. And Levine throws it down.
Don't sleep on this young guy's athleticism. Levine can get up with the best of them.
Out to KD. That's good. And Robertson with the assist. Durant's got 5.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away. That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Gobert. Malone with the block.
How about the quick stare by Malone to get up and deter that shot, utilizing that size and reach for the rejection.
15 seconds left in the first half. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to McGrady. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Offensive rebound. And so it's Los Angeles. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Their defense has been active and effective. We'll return shortly. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Here's Doncic. Here's Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
And if you give Luka just a sliver of daylight, this is what you get.
Ball feeling it out a bit. And here's George for 3. Hands it from downtown. George has got his second basket.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Here's Edey. And he jams it with authority.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Now Doncic. And here's Jordan outside. Outside, out of the Kumbo. And he goes right over Luka Doncic and slams it down.
I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
Here's Doncic. Oh, Luka Doncic.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Yeah, I don't know how many defenders are stopping Giannis when he's up like that.
And Brent, when you talk about the best player in the league, Giannis has got to be in that conversation, correct?
Yeah, there's no doubt, Kevin. I mean, the numbers he puts up are incredible. It's how easily he dominates a game and just how unstoppable of a force he is. You know, there's so many teams out there trying to find answers for what Giannis is doing to them offensively. But how do you equip a defense to slow down the force that is Giannis Antetokounmpo?
Stolen by Ball.
Los Angeles.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy. Teams changing it up here.
Substitution on the court.
Los Angeles leading by 14. It's tipped. Robertson left side. .139 left to play in the third. To the paint. Gobert down low. Nice defense from Malone.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Outside Roy. Lock at 6. Pass to Duncan. The shot's good. Roy making the play.
And Duncan just superb when he gets in close to the basket. Has a number of moves to choose from, and that soft, delicate touch near the rim.
Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Holmgren. And the layup is good. Holmgren's got the lead up to 14 now for Los Angeles.
And looking to get stronger, Holmgren fights through the bump. Tons of time for him to grow into that frame. And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Tracy McGrady on the wing. We've got 22 seconds left in the third quarter of the game.
And McGrady has an impressive vertical there, showing once again with how well he dunks the basketball.
It's Durant on the wing. Back to Levine. Three-pointer. The shot that time, not on target. And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant.
To Los Angeles.
And here's George for three. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Los Angeles leads by 14. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Los Angeles leading by 14. And here is Antetokounmpo. Giannis charging into the lane. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
At the line for the away team.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Taking 2 shots.
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
Well, we've also seen them being very aggressive down in the paint. All game long, they've been hunting down those inside points.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
And it's Durant with the rebound. Here's Los Angeles now. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. And he's good on the 3-ball.
And George, a volume three-point shooter, he possesses outstanding confidence and leans into that perimeter game.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Edey with the rebound. Los Angeles leading by 19. Giannis with it. He's picked up by LeBron. Antetokounmpo, no good. Wembanyama, right side. Launches it. And that's good. Luka Doncic for 3.
Man, it's so hard to take away the 3 from Doncic. He needs very little space, and if you press up on him, he'll go right around.
Los Angeles.
Here's Giannis. And there's the drive. And Giannis Antetokounmpo throws it down hard.
Typically, it takes Giannis one stride to get where he wants to go. And in that one stride, he's covering so much ground, you can't keep up with him.
And 3 from Jordan. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Right side, Ball. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Lonzo Ball, we know, prefers to set up his teammates and also play stifling defense. What we'd love to see is more consistency in scoring the ball.
Philadelphia trails by 17. Here's Jordan. Wembanyama down low. James gets the bucket.
Instead of playing through LeBron, that time they set him up.
Left side, Ball. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort for the squad.
And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama.
Third team foul.
That's foul number 2 for him. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Here's George. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Well, that great body control there. George, tremendous athlete, takes the hit, and he makes that one count.
George, no good on the free throw. Tipped away. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Here's Jordan. A 3 from Wembanyama. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
And so the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last.
LA ball.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Durant just inside the line. That one misses. Philadelphia trails by 16. And here's Doncic from the arc.
Out of bounds.
And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Pass to Wembanyama. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. First personal foul. Fifth team foul.
The first free throw is good.
Zach Edey. 2 shots.
He hits both from the stripe. 54 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic. Here's Los Angeles now. 16-point lead. The 3. Paul George grabs the miss.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Giannis with it. Pulls it up. It's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with the rebound. 20 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Durant for three, and it's good off the back rim and in. Now here's Jordan. And the foul called on Michael Jordan. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for two.
At the line for the
That free throw good from George.
Paul George.
And he makes both free throws. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Well, folks.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. Hi, everyone. This is Brian Anderson at the table along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Allie LaForce joins us from the sidelines. So it's Los Angeles now. Inside. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down. How about the bounce? We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. Pass to Noah. Jacks up a three. Bibby, no good. And Ball will bring it up here for Los Angeles. Up top, George. Lets it fly. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him.
And George's guys encourage him to just fire away. They know he's lethal from there.
Pass to Boozer. Here's Bibby. Here's Irving. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. It's 2-on-1. George with it. Irving picks him up. Drains the triple. George has got 5 now.
Really no spot on the floor where George can't hurt you. What a versatile scorer.
Brent, we've never seen a player like Giannis. How do you stop him? Or how do you at least slow him down?
Well, B.A., there's a reason why I'm over here in a suit and the coaches are over there in their suits. That's their job. And Giannis is just one of those guys you hope is having an off night. Force him into as many jump shots as you possibly can. But inside, Giannis is going to get there and he's going to devastate you.
To the middle. There's the steal. And they're pushing it up. Here's Antetokounmpo. And he goes in for the dunk. And
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. Bibby, no good. George outside. Pass to Edie. Back to George. There's a screen. Gasol grabs the board.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Banked it in off the glass.
Gasol doing a great job working down low in the phone booth and just finding enough room to get that one to go.
To the inside. Down low. Here's Edie. Kicks it to George. Over Irving. Great D that time from Irving. Minneapolis with the ball. It's a 5-point game. The jumper from the wing off target.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
Typically, it takes Giannis one stride to get where he wants to go. And in that one stride, he's covering so much ground, you can't keep up with him.
Los Angeles leading by 7 to the paint. And George with the jam.
A monster finish with authority.
And he hangs on the rim for a little extra spice. And there's the call on Lonzo Ball. That's his first foul for Minneapolis.
Substitution on the court.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Pass to Klingon. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
For a 7'2" guy like Donovan Klingon, must be easy to jam it.
George outside. From deep. Rebounded by Minneapolis. Here's Crawford. There's the triple. The shot off that time. And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
And things are always changing throughout a game. Teams have to adjust on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
Just 4 seconds left in the first. McGrady. And that does it for the first quarter. It's Los Angeles. They lead by 7. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment.
13.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
And getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
And you watch Donovan Klingon. He really benefited from that extra year in college, Grant.
Yeah, the development cycle can be a little longer for centers, B.A. He cleaned up a lot offensively and took his strength and conditioning to another level.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And the first one at the line is good.
Shooting for Los Angeles. Oscar Robertson.
And he makes both free throws.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Inside. Pass to Crawford. Back to Jordan. Knocked loose. To the inside. Outside Eason. 3 on the clock. No good from outside.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Here's McGrady. Screen by Durant. Down low. It's tipped.
Wow, great size and better positioning made that block possible from Klingen.
There are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Here's Robertson. Pass to McGrady. Beyond the arc. And the three-pointer goes. McGrady's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation. He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
McGrady, good. And so here's Minneapolis. They trail by 7. To the wing, right side. Here's Jordan. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Well, we know he's a great scorer and a bit of a microwave, but Jamal Crawford can be a great passer. That was an unselfish play there.
Here's Robertson. Fires from deep. And Klingen pulls it down. Here's Crawford. Pass to Klingen. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Los Angeles leading by 5. To the middle. McGrady. And down it goes. Dumped it through off a beautiful setup.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Jordan misses. Now Los Angeles with it. Here's McGrady. And the double clutch jam. Wows the crowd.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show. 58 seconds left in the half. Inside. Here's Gobert. Pass to Robertson. Here's McGrady. Just 5 on the clock. Shot on the wing. Robertson's shot is off. 30 seconds left to play in the half. Now Jordan. 5 points in the game. Jordan high post. Here's Crawford. Pass to Jordan. Minneapolis with another miss. For 3, Durant. No luck on that one. Got it off in time. It doesn't go for him. And so it's Los Angeles with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. And he commits the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Pass to Edey. And Gasol with the block.
Gasol did not stop moving his hands there, especially as the shot was going up. Always going to be right there to send anything back if it's close.
And the jam by George. They've got plenty of time to get back into this.
Yeah, I'm sure they feel pressed, but this is when you have to stay calm and execute.
Here's Noah. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
First personal foul.
Noah can still be a leader out there, a high-energy guy who demands the best out of his teammates.
No good on the free throw. So neither attempt will fall that time for him.
And for him, that is an ugly trip to the line. Rarely do you see him do that.
And he jams it home with authority.
And Giannis treating the defense like a magazine. Easy reading here for him.
Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
Antetokounmpo. And he lays it up and in. And Los Angeles leads by 13.
And look at Giannis using his length inside, allowing him to beat the contact and get the finish. I just love how he runs the floor with energy and intensity, but still stays under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Sinks the tray. Bibby's got 5 points now in the quarter.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Edey for three. Rebounded by Minneapolis. Pass to Gasol. Outside Irving. Here's Bibby. No good. Ooh, excellent D there from Ball. Los Angeles leading by 12. And there's the call on Lonzo Ball. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
And so here's Minneapolis. Here's Bibby. Ooh, excellent D there from Ball. George outside. Here he goes. And the jam by George.
Well, once Paul George gets in that deep, get out of the way. He's coming right at you.
Here's Bibby. No good with a layup. George with it. Irving picks him up.
And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
Pass to Gasol. .54 seconds left in the third. Here's Boozer. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Bibby. Hands it from the wing. Bibby's got 7 points in the game. Los Angeles leading by 14. Kicks it to George. Drills it from deep.
Yeah, just not going to get too cute with it here. Get the ball to PG and let PG cook.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Right wing. Blocked. Antetokounmpo outside. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. 6 points for him.
And I like that. Giannis slowing down just a little bit, in control there.
And there's the call on Lonzo Ball. That's his third foul of the game. Now a timeout called by Minneapolis. Now here's Jordan. And so it's Los Angeles up 19 points as the quarter comes to a close. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Here's Durant. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin of the game. There's the three. Sinks it from distance.
3 points.
Durant's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Crawford. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
All Crawford needs is just a little bit of room to kill you with the outside shot.
Outside Durant. The three is up. Unable to get that one. Jordan with it. Left side Eason. And Durant with the block.
Durant covering a lot of territory with his length.
McGrady shot is off. Fourth quarter still young. Just over a minute played. Pass to Eason. And stolen by Gobert. And here's Reed. Here's Gobert. Sinks that one from the post. And what's your take, guys, here on the hustle stats for Los Angeles?
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
We also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition. And they've run wide, they've run their lanes, they've been doing it with a great pace, and that's produced some easy scores.
McGrady, good.
Yeah, nice dish by Gobert. With his height, he can see over the whole defense.
Down low. Here's Klingon. Outside Eason. Here's Jordan. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Pass to McGrady. Now here's Gobert. And they go to the intentional foul.
And I'll tell you what, this game is in the books. Not quite sure why they're delaying the inevitable by fouling.
Substitution on the
Here's George. And score it. That now makes him 7 for 11 in this game.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing. And he's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. It's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth.
Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that? Here's Crawford. Ooh, excellent D there from Ball. Antetokounmpo outside. The three ball. Hits the three-pointer.
Giannis not afraid to stretch it out that time with the three ball.
Here's Crawford. Takes the three. The rebound by Edey.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And the layup is good off the glass.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
He takes it in. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
third personal foul.
I wonder if Antetokounmpo is Greek for lightning, because that's what he did there on the penetration.
Giannis Antetokounmpo taking 2 shots.
And he sinks the second. They just can't stop this run.
And honestly, the more empty trips they have, the more they feel the pressure.
And then Gasol with the jam.
Now, he's not going to impress you with the overall athleticism, but respect the length of Pau Gasol. A powerful finish there.
Connects from downtown.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
So it's Los Angeles picking up the win. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, BA. It was in enemy territory. They controlled the game.